For every wicked comic book villain, there are countless duds.
No way.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down the top 10 worst Marvel villains. Number 10, the Boomerang. Kicking off our list is this laughably bad Hulk foe. Arriving in 1966's Tales to Astonish number 81, this colorfully dressed villain was once a world-class baseball pitcher who accepted bribes, forcing his exit from the major leagues. Thanks to his throwing arm, a criminal organization enlisted his services, throwing gimmicky boomerangs and discs. This guy may have stood more of a chance battling Spider-Man, especially with those jet boots, but I guess he didn't get to choose.
Did you just shoot at me? That was a mistake!
Number 9, the Human Top, aka Whirlwind.
Can't do this to me! Can't hold the whirlwind!
David Cannon was introduced in 1963's Tales to Astonish number 50. Possessing superhuman speed, he spins his body around rapidly to create a form of tornado, all without impairing himself. Of course, this not only led him to a life of crime as a jewel thief, but forced him to do battle with the Avengers. Despite a name change to Whirlwind, wouldn't it be cooler if he fired tornadoes instead of doing his little Tasmanian devil impression all the time? Number 8, the Scarecrow. No, this isn't the older DC Scarecrow that goes up against the Dark Knight. This is Ebenezer Lawton, who arrived in 1964's Tales of Suspense number 51. A circus escape artist and contortionist, he decided to seek his fortune as a burglar. His special weapon, which he uses against Iron Man, are a murder of specially trained crows provided to him by the Mandarin. You probably won't be seeing this in a movie anytime soon. Number 7, Stilt Man. Wilbur Day should have thought a little harder about his gimmick. This 2-bit thief made himself a suit with telescoping legs, thus allowing him to giraffe up alongside buildings to pull off heists above ground floor. However, this suit made up for about a 0% cool factor and made Stilt Man one of Marvel's biggest pushovers. Number 6, the Hate Monger. This foe had the potential to be truly insidious. Appearing in 1963's Fantastic Four number 21, this masked foe looked like he was straight out of the Klan and preyed upon hatred using his hate gun. Sounds cool, but unfortunately his potential as a long-running character was totally squandered. Not only killed off, his appeal was that he had a secret identity which was quickly revealed, like a terrible episode of Scooby-Doo. Adolf Hitler's body double? Really? Number 5, the Masked Matador. Oh boy. You thought stilts were out of the comfort zone for a proper Daredevil supervillain matchup? Well, arriving in 1964's Daredevil number 5 was this former Spanish bullfighter. He was kicked out of the bullfighting business for being cruel to animals. Think about that for a second. Anyway, swearing revenge upon mankind, he became a criminal that used his red cape to distract armored trucks in order to pull off heists. We're not joking, he even uses it against Daredevil, who is blind. Number 4, Egghead. Elias Starr reared his misshapen head in 1962's Tales to Astonish number 38. Literally sporting an egg-shaped head, this scientist was the foe that became the arch-nemesis of Ant-Man. His biggest schemes involved taking control of ants and stealing information so that he could concoct a cure for aging. First of all, that sounds like a perfectly noble pursuit. And second, wouldn't you want to address that whole Humpty Dumpty thing you got going on? Number 3, Leapfrog. Wow, Daredevil really got all the winners. Arriving in 1965's Daredevil number 25, a criminal named Vinny took on this amphibious persona, using a ridiculous and non-threatening exoskeleton suit equipped with coils that let him jump great distances. Since frogs eat insects, you'd figure he'd be a better fit as a Spider-Man foe. But then again, maybe he thought it'd be better to fight a hero that couldn't see how stupid he looked. Number 2, the Slug. Next up is the criminal named Ulysses Lugman, who first appeared in Captain America issue number 325. A 1,200-pound morbidly obese man, he is the head of Miami's drug trade. Unlike the Kingpin, this criminal mastermind isn't coy and doesn't hide muscle under his girth. Actually, he's totally immobile without the use of gadgets. You probably never heard of him because a human beanbag chair isn't a very impressive supervillain. And nobody would actually believe that an American symbol would actually fight obesity. With so many terrible villains to choose from, we had to draw a line somewhere. So here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Asbestos Lady. Taking the top spot on our list is the supervillain who you can certainly tell was a bad idea just from the name. Arriving as a foe for the Human Torch, this flame-repellent villain arrived when asbestos was at the height of its popularity. Incredibly, scientist Victoria Murdoch not only made a suit out of the stuff, but was then eventually captured and got cancer and died. No, we're not making that up. At least it's accurate. Agree with our list? Which Marvel supervillain do you consider to be the most super lame? For more entertaining top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Is that all you've got? Really?